Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Winter in the Midwest can definitely be unpredictable. Whether it's a frozen or broken water pipe, fire emergency, or a surprise mold, ServPro of Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, and Grinnell Pella has you covered with trained professionals ready 24/7, 365 days a year to make your emergency like it never even happened. Visit servpro.com, Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, or call us at 641-682-0782. Valentine's Day is Friday, February 14th. Call or stop into the Garden Gate on the east side of the Sigourney Square. A special gift makes a special day. Let us help. We offer a variety of fresh flowers, balloons, candy, stuffed animals, candles, and many other gift items. We pride ourselves on over 30 years of design experience. The Garden Gate, proudly serving Keokuk County and surrounding areas for 27 years. Call or stop in to get your order in for Valentine's Day.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
Hey, good morning to you. It's a Friday. Time for the morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media on this Friday, February 7th. Currently 20 degrees here in the big town of Sigourney. We do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. Of course, savings are made simple at Brothers Market. Get the app. You got to get that app, download that app. You can go to the website, shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals. It's a smart way to shop. We thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headliner. And Oski Dental sponsors our studios. Good old Toothy. Oski Dental, schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan at 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients, going to file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta Dental provider located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. We thank Oski Dental. We thank Brothers Market. We thank the Garden Gate in Sigourney for sponsoring our forecast. And as you just heard right before the show started, Valentine's Day coming up 1 week from today. And you can call or stop in to Garden Gate on the east side of the Sigourney Square. Get your order in, or orders, depending on how many girlfriends you have, at the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Fresh flowers, balloons, candy, stuffed animals, candles, many other gift ideas. They pride themselves on over 30 years of design experience. They've been serving the Keokuk County and surrounding area for 27 plus years. The Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney. Cindy going to take care of you at the Garden Gate. And our forecast, again, sponsored by the Garden Gate. We're going to start off cloudy today, gradually becomes sunny. Pretty nice day out. A high around 37. North winds only around 5 miles per hour for today, and then kind of turn around, becoming southeast winds this afternoon. That's going to blow in some warmer air. Increasing clouds tonight, a low of 27. Chance of some rain, snow, and freezing rain for tomorrow. That's before 11 a.m. That's a silly forecast. We don't need that freezing stuff, and we don't need snow either. So a high tomorrow of 36, and precip chance at 40%. Partly cloudy for tomorrow night, a low of 15. Partly sunny on Sunday, and a high of 29. Right now, current conditions in southeast Iowa, we have humidity at 57%. Winds are northeast at about 5 miles per hour. Barometer is barometing at 30.31. The dew point at 9. And right now we do have 20 degrees here in Sigourney, Iowa, according to the National Weather Service equipment here in the Oski Dental Studios. Again, 20 degrees at 7:07 on your Friday morning. Thanks for tuning in to this live video on Facebook and YouTube, or maybe listening after the fact in podcast form. Let's go to our This or That. It's always sponsored by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. Ooh, here's a tough one. This or that is Elvis or Johnny Cash. Woo, tough. If you like music from that era, that is a tough choice. Elvis Presley versus Johnny Cash. My mom would go Elvis. I would go Johnny Cash. I know that'll disappoint her. But Elvis or Johnny Cash, I mean, you can't really go wrong with either of those guys from that particular era of music. Johnny lasted, into the 90s? With putting out new music. He was redoing 9 Inch Nails and Soundgarden songs and keeping himself relevant. That was pretty cool. But Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, this or that. Make sure you get your comments in. That went up at 6 a.m. this morning. What goes up at noon is our question of the day. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa. They're located at 202 North Main in Sigourney. You know, they're celebrating, I believe, their 19th anniversary this month. So get in there, take advantage of some great deals at Amy's Salon House and Spa. Who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl? Chiefs or Eagles? Super Bowl coming up this Sunday. Chiefs or Eagles? Do you bet against the Chiefs? Or do you go with the Eagles? I mean, either one could win, obviously. But yeah, Taylor Swift and the Chiefs or Eagles. I'll let you guys decide that. That goes up at noon today. Get your comments in for that. Let's go to our Athlete and Team of the Week. Our Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics Athlete of the Week this week, as voted on by you here on Facebook, is EBF Wrestling's Olivia Roop. Olivia, congratulations to you. You are our Athlete of the Week, voted on. Let's see here. She got 445 votes the last I checked. So that puts her well into the mix on our overall standings for the school year. So Olivia Roop, as EBF Wrestling continues to dominate our Athlete and Team of the Week. I'm looking up, let's see here. For the Athlete of the Week, EBF Wrestling has won, this is girls and boys, has won 5 of the last 6 Athlete of the Weeks have been from the EBF Wrestling program. 4 girls and 1 guy. So Olivia Roop, another in the long line of winners for the Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics Athlete of the Week. Congratulations, 445 votes for Olivia. Our Team of the Week, well, surprise, surprise. So we've got EBF Girls Wrestling. They are the Team of the Week, for the 3rd time this year? Yes. No, 1, 2, 3. This is their 4th time. Wow. That's crazy. 4-time Team of the Week this year. EBF Girls Wrestling, they have been dominant. They sent a ton of girls to the state wrestling tournament, for the girls state wrestling tournament that's going on last night and today. So congratulations, EBF Wrestling. The fans are really getting behind them in Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. Our Team of the Week, Kelly Style State Farm Team of the Week, and the Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics Athlete of the Week with Olivia Roop. Congratulations to EBF Wrestling. Speaking of which, Let's go to some picks. Now, my man, Clint Dye, is in Coralville, the Extreme Arena. He was there yesterday, last night, for the Girls State Wrestling Tournament, getting some pictures. He put just a few pictures up last night. He's going to put the whole shebang up from yesterday's action. That'll go up at 8 a.m. this morning on my Facebook page. Now, you see Rihanna Utterback getting through to the semifinals there from Sigourney Kyoto. Rihanna has been dominant the last several years, so congratulations to her, staying undefeated. We're wishing Rihanna the best of luck. And then we've got this young lady from EBF. I got to remember who she is. Is it Miley Kirkpatrick? Let me do a quick search. I want to make sure I say the right name for the right young lady. That is, yes, Miley Kirkpatrick. So Miley from EBF Wrestling and Rihanna from SK Wrestling, two of our wrestlers that moved on from yesterday. And again, full photo collections coming up and articles this morning for yesterday's action at the Girls State Wrestling Tournament. So that'll be coming up here shortly on Steve Shetler Media. Look for those pictures. I don't know if Clint took some quick videos or what all we're going to get, but going to get some good stuff from Clint Dye. He'll be there through today and tonight for the championship, so look for that from Clint Dye. So thanks to Clint on that. Let's go to our For the Fun of It tournament, as it's the February tournament is Favorite Soda, which is sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services, Stacy Shetler on the east side of the square in Sigourney. And right now our matchup till 6 p.m. is Mountain Dew versus Fanta. So get your votes in for Mountain Dew or Fanta. Votes go till 6 p.m. this evening. Thumbs up for Mountain Dew, heart for Fanta. Now, Neil and I were talking yesterday morning. I don't remember the last time I had a Fanta. I mean, I see it occasionally, but I've never bought it. Fanta. But Mountain Dew, as expected, is leading in this particular matchup. Let's look at the overall brackets. Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, A&W have moved. I was a little bit surprised by A&W beating Diet Coke. You know, Diet Coke's pretty popular, but A&W, at least here in Steve Shetler Media world, is more popular than Diet Coke. So, and then we've got Mountain Dew going against Fanta. If Mountain Dew holds true with the voting right now, it'll be Coca-Cola versus Mountain Dew in the second round. That will be a big matchup as far as sodas go. So that's what the bracket is looking like. That is your matchup. Find that post. Went up at 6 p.m. last evening. Votes go till 6 p.m. this evening. Mountain Dew and Fanta for our For the Fun of It tournament. Hey, if you missed it yesterday, we had our weekly pet. Oh, who's a good boy? Ozzy's a good boy. Ozzy loved me. Ozzy's a good dog. And you need to go check out Ozzy and all of the dogs and cats at the Heartland Humane Society in Ottumwa. I mean, look at that face. He's so innocent. Now, if you watch the video, you know that Ozzy came from a pretty horrendous background. Him and another recent weekly pet, Dom, came from a house where these dogs were stuck in basically very small kennels with zero room, and they were being starved. So they had these dogs had every right in the world to not be happy with people. But I tell you what, I walked in yesterday, sat down, and then Ozzy came in, and he just immediately came up to me and was loving on me. So we hit it off good. Check out Ozzy at the Heartland Humane Society. He is our weekly pet. He would make a good pet for somebody. Now, he does have he's about a year and a half old. He's still got a lot of puppy energy in him, and maybe could use a little bit of training to get things under control, just to be realistic. But that's a good dog with a good heart right there. So you might want to check out Ozzy. All right, let's go into our community calendar. It's sponsored by Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney, right off Highway 149. For weddings, graduations, reunions, whatever you got going on, book it at Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney. And on the calendar, let's see here. Do you want to promote, coming up today, we're going to talk a lot about Jordan Beam, this morning. Jordan Beam's going to be at the Brooklyn Opera House coming up on March 1st. So you might want to get your calendars for that. That's with another Iowa fella, Sam Roberts. So Jordan Beam, Sam Roberts at the Brooklyn Opera House. Tickets are only $12.50 for that show. So if you want to see Jordan Beam, he'll be at the Iowa Music Showcase in Barnwired today, but here in a few weeks he'll be at the Brooklyn Opera House. Make sure you put that on your calendar. Let's see here. I think we talked about this earlier this week. Save the dates. Sigourney's 4th of July celebration coming up July 3rd through the 6th. We'll have all the regular fun that we do here in the big town of Sigourney. Corey Waller and the Wicked Things will be part of the entertainment lineup. We saw them last week on the Iowa Music Showcase, so you know that's going to be an excellent concert. Festivities for Sigourney's 4th of July celebration. And then also, I know there's a thing coming up this weekend. Yeah, let's put this up. This is from our sponsor, Enchanted Events. They've got, if you have kids that like to paint, you've got an event coming up tomorrow at Enchanted Events, I believe. Yeah, is where that's being held. So that starts at 2 p.m. So send your kids to do some painting, do some craft stuff at Enchanted Events. Get a hold of them for more information. We'll also put a plug in quickly for another event at Enchanted Events, Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys, coming up on Saturday, April 26th. So fun stuff. Lots of music, lots of great Iowa music as we continue to watch the Iowa music scene just continue to build here in Southeast Iowa, especially. Lots of different concerts coming up here over the next few weeks and months. Let's go to our sports schedule. Let's see here. So we were going to do that Pekin at English Valley's boys game last night. That got postponed. Evidently, English Valley's is dealing with a lot of sickness this week. So basically, school has been postponed and or canceled, I should say. So the Pekin English Valley's basketball game will be on Monday, and now it'll be a girls and boys doubleheader. So you're going to get both varsity girls and boys games coming up on Monday. We'll have that for you live here on Steve Shetler Media on Monday evening. And then on Tuesday, we'll have North Mahaska and Oskaloosa. So we've got 2 games left, and they're loaded with the area teams. So tune in next week for some basketball. Now, postseason-wise, I think it's going to work out where here on Steve Shetler Media, we're going to cover North Mahaska girls and boys in the postseason. You know, I don't have access to do Sigourney home basketball games. We're kind of cut off from doing that. So we're going to go with the North Mahaska route. The unfortunate thing is, you know, we carried North Mahaska, Pekin, and Sigourney during the regular season. All of those teams fall on the same dates this year. So we have to choose one. So we're going to pick the highly ranked North Mahaska girls to start off with. Their first game comes up on February 18th. So North Mahaska girls will start their postseason. We don't have the boys' postseason schedules yet, but we'll let you know when we see that. But you see the schedule. Yeah, it's kind of small print there. North Mahaska will be taking on the winner of Pella Christian Colfax Mingo. As far as sports goes, coming up tomorrow morning, we'll have the sports section live from Barnwired in Sigourney. That starts at 8 a.m. Hopefully the weather will agree with things and let us get our show in. Andy McGuire is our host. We'll have SK Girls Bowling, undefeated SK Girls Bowling in tomorrow morning. We'll have, again, hopefully weather allows, Ottumwa girls basketball coach will be in tomorrow, maybe with some players there. And we're still trying to work out a third segment. We're going to get something put together. So we'll have the sports section tomorrow at Barnwired, 8 a.m. And then today, let's backtrack a little bit. There you see Jordan again, Jordan Beam. Will be our guest on today's Iowa Music Showcase from 11:30 to noon. Tune in for a live interview and live original music from Jordan. Be there in person, watch it online, or listen to it in podcast form as you can with the Morning Wake Up, with the sports section, and with the Iowa Music Showcase. All those shows go up in podcast form after they have aired live. Okay, I think that is most everything. Let's go in and get into some birthdays. Happy birthday to you. birthdays for today. Brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, your realtor. I can say realtor. I just like to give Neil a hard time when he's in. She's a broker, owner, realtor, Nikki Leathers. And you can go to hometown-re.com. Hometown birthdays for today and this weekend. We've got Beth Hanselman with a birthday today. Trisha Black with a birthday. Ron George, former Sheriff Ron George, with a birthday today. Tomorrow, Valerie Burnham with a birthday. Rebecca Clarahan. And then former classmate of mine, Stacy Mitchell. Stacy Mitchell Veldheisen with a birthday on Sunday. Janelle Miller, a Sunday birthday. Andy Widmer and Evie Kelly. I think that's Miss Amanda's little girl. Has a birthday on Sunday. So happy birthday to all of those folks for our area and local hometown birthdays. Celebrity birthdays for today. Actor James Spader is 65. Garth, 63 years old, for country singer Garth Brooks. Chris Rock, the comedian and actor. Sometimes he gets smacked in the mouth by Will Smith on award shows. 60 years old for Chris Rock. We've got actor and Iowan Ashton Kutcher, turning 47. And then football's Matthew Stafford. Matt Stafford is 37 years old. Those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Good morning to you. We're thanking Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor on the Morning Wake Up. We thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. On this date, on February 7th on your calendar, John Deere, the inventor of the steel plow. And, of course, the yellow and green of John Deere, born on this date in 1804. John Deere, 1804. On this date in 1940, the Disney film Pinocchio went to theaters. 1940. 1943, during World War II on this date, the U.S. government began shoe rationing. Why did they ration shoes back in World War II? I do not know. That should be like a song. The rationing of shoes back in World War II. And then 1965, the U.S. began bombing North Vietnam. 1965. Today on the National Day calendar, if you want some stuff to celebrate, it's Send a Card to a Friend Day, if you want to do that. It's also National Girls and Women in Sports Day. I think President Trump has made it pretty clear that we only want girls and women in girls and women's sports. Let's see here. It is National Periodic Table Day. And then it's National Fettuccine Alfredo Day. So those are your days to celebrate. And again, I think we mentioned earlier, we're 1 week from Valentine's Day. So those are your days. All right. Before we go any further, let's hear from some of our sponsors, like our headliner, Brothers Market. Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Sweethearts Rosé from Tassel Ridge Winery is the perfect gift for your Valentine. This sweet rosé offers strawberry and candied fruit aromas and juicy, ripe fruit flavors, and it's packaged in a 500 milliliter heart-shaped bottle with a clear Valentine's label. Sweethearts Rosé is a unique, classy Valentine's gift that will be appreciated by anyone who likes a sweet rosé. Sweethearts Rosé is available in very limited quantities and only at Tassel Ridge Winery.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want that you love and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more, plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. Hey, we do thank all of our sponsors, like Brothers Market in Sigourney. They are our headliner here on the Morning Wake Up. And, of course, Oski Dental sponsoring our studios. You may have seen that commercial for First Resources. So First Resources coming on board as a new sponsor here on Steve Shetler Media. So appreciate them and all of our sponsors. Let's go ahead and jump into some things you need to know. Whoa! Things you need to know. All right, this is fishy. This smells fishy. A well-known Russian musician, Russia, has died after criticizing Vladimir Putin on social media and donating to the Ukraine army. Police raided this guy's home, and then, strangely, the musician, quote-unquote, jumped out of a 10th floor window. 10th stories up. Jumped out the window. That's what's being reported, at least, is that he jumped out of the window from the 10th floor. I'm assuming he probably got tossed. What do you think? Let's go to Australia. From Russia to Australia. A homeowner in Australia noticed that he kept seeing snakes in his backyard. So he started to capture them. I'm not sure how he did that, but when he was done, he had rounded up 102 snakes. Now, I don't know how big this guy's backyard was or is, or what the situation was, but if my backyard had 102 snakes in it, I think I would just pour some gas on it and light it on fire and walk away. That's disgusting. Let's see here. A music producer and founder of the hip-hop label Murder, Inc. has died. His name is Irv Gotti. Since it was Murder, Inc., was the guy murdered? I don't know. He was just 54 years old. Irv Gotti, R.I.P., Murder, Inc. Let's see here. After rebranding the Boy Scouts of America to just Scouting America, membership has gone up a little bit over the past year, up 2% for the former Boy Scouts. If you need to know, Cillian Murphy, Emma Stone, Robert Downey Jr., among those who will be returning to the Oscars this year to present awards. Look for that. Elton John has made an entire album with Brandi Carlile. It's going to be coming out on April 4th. So if you're a fan of either Elton John or Brandi Carlile, they're teaming up. Full album coming out on April 4th. If you're a fan of the Netflix show The Lincoln Lawyer, there is a 4th season in the works. In fact, filming begins later on this month for the 4th season of Lincoln Lawyer. You may have thought otherwise, but January of 2025 went down as our hottest January ever on the planet, at least for as long as we've been keeping records. Yeah, it wasn't too bad here in Iowa. We had a few stretches of some cold weather, but overall, yeah, January wasn't too bad. February hasn't been too bad. Of course, had a little bit of ice the other day, but that's, you can expect that occasionally during winter here in Iowa. Also, if you're wondering, coming up on Sunday, yes, there will be a Puppy Bowl, Puppy Bowl 21. That'll be Sunday on Animal Planet, starting at 1 p.m., so be on the lookout for that. Let's see here, TV newscast journalist Andrea Mitchell, longtime host of Andrea Mitchell Reports. Makes sense, her name is Andrea Mitchell, so she should probably host Andrea Mitchell Reports on MSNBC. What a station that is. Going to be calling it quits on that show after 17 years. Final show later today, although she still plans to be a contributor at NBC. And then finally, Kanye West says he was misdiagnosed with being bipolar, actually has autism. So, Kanye, he's kind of a mess. Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. Today's impossible question. 32% of men ignore this until it becomes an issue. I mean, that could be a variety of things. That's a pretty open question. 32% of men ignore this until it becomes an issue. Think about that. Let's go to the comments. A lot of comments this morning. Dan, Patrick, Sandy, Jackie, Amber, Sherry, Nancy, Carson, Bubby, Bruce, Cindy, Kay. Hey, good morning to all of you. Welcome into the morning wake up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Today's impossible question. 32% of men ignore this until it becomes an issue. Changing a light bulb. And I am as guilty as any other guy. We currently have a light bulb that flickers in our hallway downstairs when you first turn it on. Probably needs changed. I'm ignoring it until it just totally goes out. So, yeah, changing light bulbs is a problem. Let's go to the weird.
That is weird.
In the weird today, well, this is definitely weird. A grim discovery made in the East River near Governor's Island, when a floating suitcase containing human remains was spotted by a passing vessel. The NYPD Harbor Unit retrieved the luggage, and upon opening it, officers found a body inside. The suitcase was brought to shore, where emergency responders, medical examiner began their investigation. Authorities have not yet determined how long the suitcase was drifting, or the identity of the remains. That had to be... Case still in its early stages, and police have yet to release further details. Also out of New York, you knew this is going to go with a story that I have coming up here in a few minutes. You knew this was going to happen. The NYPD searching for a suspect who attacked a 31-year-old woman and her 12-year-old son on a Bronx bus, threatening to set them on fire. According to police, the suspect approached the mother and son, issued the terrifying threat, and then poured an unknown liquid on the woman before slashing her hands with an object, a sharp object. EMS treated her for minor lacerations. Her son was unharmed. The attack comes just weeks, I should say, after a deadly subway assault in which a woman was set on fire, raising fears over transit safety in New York. So, all right, let's just go to that other story then. And I mentioned this before here a week or two ago, how New York's congestion pricing program has been in effect for just a month, and transit officials say the impact is already noticeable. So they do tolls for vehicles entering Manhattan, and reports that over 1 million fewer cars have entered the congestion zone than expected. As a result, traffic is down, public buses are moving faster, subway ridership is up. So basically, they're doing this toll. They're forcing people to not drive in so they don't pay that ridiculous, fee for the toll. And they're putting people on the public transit. And then you have situations like we're just talking about. People getting doused with gas and being set on fire. So again, New York trying to force people into the public transit system, and yet the public transit system is horrific in New York City. So I don't know what you want to do in New York. Either pay the tolls and stay safe, or take your risks in a subway and being set on fire by some lunatic. Take your choice. How about some fishermen? A fisherman was proud of catching a big old tuna on his fishing trip here recently. There's a video online of this, when a massive great white shark surfaced and snatched the tuna straight off of the guy's hook. Viral video captures the moment the fisherman, enjoying a peaceful day, was left stunned when the great white shark effortlessly claimed his hard-earned catch. So, catch a tuna, get a great white shark as a bonus. Let's go. Oh, a doctor doing a CAT scan on a cat. Yeah, that's right. An Italian doctor is under scrutiny after using hospital equipment to diagnose and treat his own pet. Radiologist at a hospital reportedly performed a CAT scan and life-saving surgery on his cat after it plummeted 6 stories from a roof. According to The Guardian, he used the hospital's angiography suite to operate on the injured feline, explaining that, quote, she was between life and death. I knew I could only save her with a quick intervention. While the doctor insisted he only used the equipment after hours, health officials referred the case to prosecutors, arguing that he may have misused public resources and potentially deprived human patients of care. He has, of course, apologized. We'll see what happens to that doctor saving his own cat with a CAT scan. Meow. And finally to Tennessee. A Tennessee couple, or I should say a Tennessee community, is grieving after a well-respected high school principal and his wife drowned in a tragic accident over the weekend. Authorities discovered the couple near where they had been spending their time on their houseboat. Their dog was still on board when deputies arrived. I bet the dog did it. I bet the dog pushed him. No foul play is expected. Autopsies will determine the official cause of death. So that's pretty horrible. What do we got up next? We go from weird news to files of law and disorder. In some disorder today, a 15-year-old armed with multiple guns stormed into a Texarkana regional airport in Arkansas on Tuesday, demanding a plane before being stopped by a quick-thinking pilot. Again, this is an armed 15-year-old demanding a plane in Texarkana. The teen entered a private aviation service wielding a high-power rifle and a handgun and chambered around at the front corner. Staff fled and alerted police. Local pilot retrieved his firearm from his truck and confronted the teen on the airfield, ordered him to the ground, which the teen complied. So that guy with his own gun, it's amazing how the bad guys with guns can get away with anything until the good guys with guns show up. That's kind of how it works. Let's see, what else we got? Oh, this is just an interesting tidbit. Our For the Fun of It tournament is featuring favorite sodas this month. And this story popped up today. Have you ever heard of Vernors? Vernors. Vernors is a sharp and spicy ginger soda. It's actually the oldest soft drink in the U.S., Vernors. You probably thought the oldest soft drink was like Coca-Cola or something. But Vernors was the first one. It was created in Detroit by a pharmacist back in the 1860s. The story goes that pharmacist James Verner was experimenting with a ginger-based drink, but left it aging in a wooden barrel when he enlisted to fight in the Civil War. When he came back, he tasted it. It was pretty good. So Vernors became the first soft drink in the United States back in 1860. And then let's go to the duh.
Duh.
In the duh today, Seattle. 29-year-old Seattle mom is behind bars after allegedly beating her 14-year-old son to death with an extension cord. Wow, it's horrible. Can you imagine that? Because he failed to complete his chores, so she beat him to death with an extension cord. Officers responded to a 911 call on Thursday where the mother admitted to spanking her son but claimed it went too far. Upon arrival, police found the boy unresponsive and rushed him to a hospital where he later died of his injury. The woman currently being held on a $3 million bond will face formal charges. That's horrendous. Pretty horrendous. Let's go to our forecast one last time. It's sponsored by the Garden Gate, where, of course, you can get whatever you could possibly desire for Valentine's Day. Again, we're just 1 week away. So cloudy skies to start today. We're going to gradually become sunny and a high of 37. Tomorrow morning, keep your eye out for tomorrow morning. There is a 40% chance of rain, snow, or freezing rain in the morning. That is a possibility. Hey, again, we do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor on the Morning Wake Up. We are coming to you live from the Oski Dental Studios. Video-wise, coming up today, we're light on videos on Fridays. We have 8 a.m. in remembrance of. We have 11:30 a.m. the live Iowa Music Showcase, Jordan Beam at Barnwired today. 5:30, we've got Successful Farming. And as I mentioned, Clint Dye is on hand at the Girls State Wrestling Tournament in Coralville. He's going to be putting a bunch of stuff on Facebook today from the Girls State Wrestling Tournament. Look for a lot of pictures and an article for a recap from yesterday coming up here very, very shortly on Steve Shuttler Media Facebook. Okay, that will do it. Maybe we'll see you live later on today at Barnwired in Sigourney for Iowa Music Showcase, or tomorrow for the sports section at 8 a.m. Otherwise, I'll be back here Monday morning at 7 a.m. We'll see you later.